Brad still not finished work? But it's our year anniversary today. What's taking him so long? We should be getting ready to go eat out in a nice restaurant together or something.
Okay, I'll try get it sorted. Please don't stress about it. Okay, I'm just getting home, so I'll talk to you later.
Honey, you're finally home. Where have you been? Who are you just on the phone to? Your sister?
Yeah, she said her and Joe have decided to get a divorce.
What? I know their relationship hasn't been the best these days, but really? Is it that bad that they need a divorce? What on earth happened? They're both still so young.
I know, that's what I said. I think it's Joey's choice mainly. She decided to invest into that crypto stuff, promising him it would do well. And things haven't really worked out. Their relationship pretty much is on the rocks.
Crypto? There's loads of news going around about that. It seems to be getting a bit out of hand. Everyone is trying to make some quick money from it, but are becoming addicted. One of my friends actually did the same. You know Rachel? She did well with crypto at the start, made some money from it, but never touched it again. How much did they end up losing?
Well, Joe's taken out a loan for the house, but Mia's ended up losing them around $50,000 from this crypto stuff, which has affected their ability to pay their house loan now too.
What? $50,000?
But still, they must have been doing okay last year, as they bought us that brand new TV as a wedding gift when we got married, didn't they? I get it, but I don't think it's bad enough to get a divorce, surely not. I guess why Joe is stressing though. Mia quit her job, didn't she? As she wanted to focus on the crypto stuff and earning money. Now it's down to him to pay the loan. All she did was spend her days fixating on the coin fluctuations.
Joe must be so shocked about what's happened. It's a lot of money to just lose. I was thinking last year that they were getting a bit too much with their money. I mentioned that I thought they'd started buying too many luxury items, not to mention their brand new car. It looked like they were trying to show off a bit too much to people, but that's just me, I guess. Actually, Joe did look a bit frustrated last Thanksgiving, as if he had a lot of things building up in his mind but didn't want to say it.
Well, anyone can buy luxury items, I guess. It's not too expensive. After all, my sister is older now and is interested in those kinds of things. She can't keep buying loads of cheap clothes from online forever, especially not at her age. It looks a bit weird. The more money you invest in your clothes, the longer you're able to wear them. Joe doesn't know the slightest thing about fashion, so he isn't one to judge. He's working for a good company, yet still carries around that stupid old backpack of his that he's had for 5 years? So, of course, he's not going to understand the fact that my sister wants to buy some nice things. As for his car, he's still using the same car from years ago, even though there's plenty of good new electric and hybrid cars out there nowadays. I'm just saying, if it was me too, I'd be just as fed up as Mia was. I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, but their car was fine. They didn't need to go out and change it when it didn't need fixing. It's just a waste of money doing that.
Of course, that's not the right mindset to have. People need to upgrade things and invest in new things in order to keep the economy going. If everyone was the same as Joe and used the same things until they were broken, then no businesses would be able to survive, as no one would want to buy anything. It's important we upgrade our things time to time. As you know, technology changes, it benefits the economy, yada yada yada.
How have you managed to change this conversation in a completely different direction?
Think about it. The more he kept on to my sister about having to be careful with money and not use too much money, the more she would have been invested in the crypto, in order to try and make more money and try to help their situation out. Because she was so used to having to be careful with money and not being able to spend it elsewhere, she had no choice but to get into that kind of stuff. That's what I think anyway. I even tried lessening the situation by ringing him and asking him to reconsider the circumstances. But all he did was react aggressively, telling me that I didn't know half the circumstances or story and to stay out of it. I was pretty taken aback, to be honest with you.
I get why you'd be upset too after that encounter. I understand what you're trying to say and what you mean. However, I also understand where Joe is coming from and how frustrated he must feel. Since his family were the ones who paid for everything during the wedding and also towards the house.
Why does that matter? They're a couple, so what's his is Mia's. Imagine if we were to do that. Separated what's mine and what's yours. You married me too, knowing I didn't have much money or family wealth. It's the same for my sister. Joe knew what he was doing.
No, I'm not on about separating what's whose. I'm on about the fact that it was Joe who invested more in the marriage, and it's Joe who provided most of the money during the relationship. And since that's the case, I think he has more than enough right to speak his mind and say what he thinks about what Mia is doing.
Anyway, I knew he was in trouble from the first time I met him. He looked really cold-hearted and mean. I thought Mia was wasting her time marrying a guy like that, but I could see how much she liked him, so I tried my best just to bite my tongue.
Do you really think so? Okay, so what's Mia planning on doing now that this has happened? What about Romeo? Who's gonna have custody of him? Joe?
No, of course not. Mia will have custody of Romeo. She should be the one to raise him. Joe can just pay her child support money, I guess.
Oh, okay, I see.
Anyway, after that long story, what I was supposed to ask you was how you thought about Mia and Romeo living with us for a little while, only until she gets back on her feet. They've been living in a hotel for the past week, but they can't keep surviving like that. It's like a waste of money. What do you think?
Huh? Where? In our house.
Yeah, our house. It's not like we don't have a spare room or anything. There's a place for them to sleep.
We don't have a spare room, though. That room is our closet. We have all our clothes and things in there that we store. Plus, if we ever decide to have a child ourselves, that would be the nursery room.
Don't be silly. Of course we'll have moved to a bigger place before we decide to have a baby.
I guess so. That's a conversation we can have later on when the time comes.
Then what do you think? Is it okay for her to come and stay with us or not? You know how much she means to me since our parents passed away when we were younger. She's the only one that was there for me and the only person that I've got.
Of course I know that already. That's why I was so understanding when we got married. I was the one who prepared all the money for our house since I knew that. I'm okay with her living here, but I can't lie and say I'm not worried about it. Living together isn't easy, and there's bound to be times when we clash. I just don't want mine and Mia's relationship to be affected because of it.
There's no need to worry. She's not the type to say or do things that will annoy you. So, is that a yes? Oh, honey, please, do this for me.
Huh. Okay, but she's only living with us for a month max, okay? Since she's got custody of Romeo, she'll have to start looking for somewhere to work or something. You need to let her know that. She needs a job that'll pay her enough to be able to rent a place for her and Romeo to live. In the meantime, she's able to live with us, yes.
Of course, I'll let her know that. Aw, thank you so much for being so understanding, Julie. I appreciate it. You're the best. So, can I tell Mia to move her stuff over right away?
Wait, from today? Like right now? But today is our 1-year anniversary.
What? Did you just not listen to anything I said to you?
You know what? Never mind. I guess today is just an important day for me only.
Honey, Mia and Romeo are here.
Oh, Mia. Hello, it's been a while. Romeo, hello you. Come in. I'm exhausted actually, Julie. It's been a long day. Here, can you take my stuff for me? Huh? Yeah, I guess. Give it here.
Wow, is this where we're gonna be living from now on? I want that room over there.
Huh? Romeo, that's Auntie Brad and Julie's room. You can't stay in that one. Romeo, your room is over here. Let me show you.
Oh, is that my room? But I want a room with a nice bed. I like double beds.
Julie, we need a bigger bed than a little air mattress. I have a bad ship, and Romeo is used to sleeping in a bigger bed. He has since he was little. We can't sleep on an air mattress. It won't do us any good. Just let us use your room for the time being, please. That's okay, isn't it, Brad?
I guess, okay. Please make yourself at home. See, this is just as much as your house as ours.
Wait, but honey, that's our bedroom. Where are we going to sleep? I guess that's why they say you should at least buy a house with 3 bedrooms. Who thought it would be a good idea to get one with only 2? This seems more like a studio than a place 2 people can live in. Not only that, from the outside, the whole place looks about 20 years old. It's way too small. Why would you get something this size? When I got married, I made sure my husband got us somewhere that had at least 3 bedrooms. Why would you settle for less than that? Even if it is on the older side, they've fixed everything they need to, and the inside looks pretty new. Everyone who lives here says the same thing. We're able to have the community feeling while still being close enough to the subway station that goes into New York, so it makes up for its downfalls. I'm sure you'll agree the longer you stay here. It is a pretty good location. No, it's okay. I just feel bad for Brad, that's why I'm bringing it up. After all, he goes to work and deals with the stress of that all day, but then he has to come back to such a small house like this? Where is he meant to relax around here? I've only been here for a couple minutes myself, and I'm already feeling claustrophobic. Why is the lounge this small? Mia, I'm sure it's way better than you living out of a hotel room. Debatable. Even if that's not the case, you should at least try and conceal your feelings about the place. Even if it is an air mattress, we've put a memory foam mattress topper on it, so I'm sure it will be comfy enough to sleep on for the time being. I know it's not a proper bed, but it's not like you're sleeping on the floor. It won't be that uncomfy. I've also ordered some new duvets and blankets ready for you. I'm sorry it isn't up to your standard, but you can sleep in our bedroom. It's special to us. So please, just put up with this for the time being. Well, if that's the case and it's so comfy, then why don't you use it? We'll just go sleep on the actual bed in your room. Why don't you take in anything I'm saying? But, Mia... What? You can't even give up your room for a month? Even though I'm older than you? Imagine if I was your mother-in-law. Would you still force me to sleep on that awful air mattress over offering me a room to stay in? You can't compare those kinds of things. Oh, so you're agreeing with me. Tell me then, why is it different for me? Why do I have to stay on an air mattress? Don't you think the least you can do for me staying in this tiny house is to let me use the biggest room? I told you no, Mia. Please stop trying to make me change my mind and guilt trip me into agreeing. Plus, not in this kind of situation. I'm doing you a favor. What's wrong with my situation? What, just because I've gotten a divorce? Are you looking down on me too? Mia, no. And stop taking my words so negatively. Listen to what I have to say. I'm not looking down on you at all. Your circumstances are unavoidable, I get it. If you say so. Not that I'm looking for sympathy anyway. You've always got so much to say. You realize you can shorten things instead of wasting people's time? If my mom was alive, she would have dealt with you and this behavior already. What? What did you just say? Deal with what? Me?
Give it a rest, you two. Why are you both fighting again? There's no need for it. So let go of whatever you're both fighting over. We're family and we have to live together from now on.
Honey, but still, don't you think Mia's crossing the line a bit here? Brad, Julie doesn't let you get a word in, does she? You're really a saint for putting up with us, Brad. I pity you, I must admit. It's driving me insane and I've only been here around 10 minutes. If only our parents were alive, you'd have received the house you deserve. Not this dingy small place. You wouldn't have even considered marrying a person like Julie either. I wonder what Mom's thinking up there. I bet she's having big regrets. I worry about how she thinks of us. Mia, I can hear you, you know.
Me too, Mia. Julie, come on, let's move our stuff over to the other room. Mia's probably exhausted. She's had a long day of packing her stuff up to move here. I'm sure they want to rest up a bit. Mia, go and take a rest with Romeo in our room. Later, we'll all have pizza together as a family. We can have a couple of beers as well. How does that sound?
Pizza and beer? Sounds great to me. Romeo, you love pizza, don't you?
Yes, I love pizza. Honey, why are you sat here all alone? Didn't you want any of the pizza?
I don't really have much of an appetite, so I came in here.
Really? Okay. But what's with the face all of a sudden? What's up?
It's just, your sister has only been here for a couple of hours and I'm already feeling uncomfortable about having her here. She won't stop mentioning how small the house is, and I agree, it's the perfect size for 2 people, but since she's come here, there's 4 of us, it seems even smaller. Not to mention, it was you that liked this house more than me. You're the one who wanted to live here. You always dreamt about being able to live so close to New York. That's why we went with it. So why weren't you sticking up for me then when your sister was ripping into me about this house, as if it's my fault?
I don't know. I guess I expected that kind of response from her, as she lived in a much bigger house than us before. She was bound to feel a bit claustrophobic in our house. I'm sure she'll be okay. Just give it a few days for her to adjust. She's just saying those kinds of things because she worries about us and how we're able to cope in a house like this.
It's not like it's the first time she's been over to our house, though. She knew what it was like before agreeing to move in. I just feel like she was judging us, touching and moving things around to make it to her standard. I didn't realize it would make me this uncomfortable, nor did I realize she would be this hard to live with. Is it meant to be this bad on the first day? Surely it can't get any better than this.
I think you're taking things too seriously. Stop looking at things so negatively. I'm sure in a couple of weeks' time you'll be happy for her to be living with us. She's got her good points about her. You'll realize that over time.
I don't think it's a matter of being positive or negative, Brad. I think you just really like your sister and you enjoy having her around, which is a bit different to most people's relationships with their siblings. I couldn't stand to live with mine.
I guess that's just because she kind of took over the mother role when my mom passed away, so I see her more like a mom. She gave up her university studies in order to work to pay off my school tuition fees, you know that. So I'd never sit there and watch her struggle. It's not any bother to me helping her out when she needs it. That's why I also agreed to let her use our room.
Of course I understand that, and I'm not fighting with you about the fact you feel that way. I just wish you'd asked me for my opinion first, before just letting her take our room. Surely you should wait to see if I agree with you, as we both share the room. It's a place we both sleep in, so I should have a say too. And to be honest with you, earlier I didn't really feel comfortable agreeing to let them stay in our room.
Okay, I get it. You're right too. But it's not forever. It's only for a little while, honey. We've just got to put up with sleeping on an air mattress and giving our room up for a little bit.
Yes, I know that. But why is it only us who keep going out of the way to do her favors? Surely she should also be mindful that this isn't her house and we live here. We should both be considerate of each other, no?
You know what my sister's like. She's always been the same, very traditional in the way that she thinks. It doesn't help that she's as stubborn as she is. I'll try my best to mediate things around here, I promise. So please just try and put up with it for just a little bit.
Also, honey, I didn't want to keep bringing this up because it seems childish, but it's actually really upset me. You mentioned that you're going to try and be a better husband, but you forgot our year anniversary. Did you even remember it was our wedding anniversary today?
Oh, really? Has it already been a year? I didn't realize. I don't know where the time goes these days. It goes by so fast.
It's not like I was expecting anything special or anything. I just wanted us to have a nice evening together to celebrate our year of being married. But the whole night ended up like this.
I'm so sorry, honey. We can try and do something for it next year. We can go on holiday to celebrate or something.
What are you trying to say? They're gonna be here for a year, living with us? You promise you're not gonna take your sister's side about everything and you'll listen to my opinions on stuff too, right?
Well, I don't know that, but so what if she can't find a house by then? It doesn't affect us being able to go on vacation now, does it? We can go out for nice dinners now and then on the weekends.
Do you think she'll let us spend time alone? Just the two of us? Mia, are you still using the bathroom? I really need to use it.
Yeah. Just wait a bit longer. I won't be long.
Sorry to rush you, but it's pretty urgent. I've got to get going soon and I need to shower before I leave.
Okay, I get it. It won't be long. I'll be out soon.
I can't be late for work, Mia. I need to wash quickly.
I get it. Stop being so persistent. It won't make me any faster. I was trying to have a nice bath, but because of you rushing me, I could barely dry myself off.
What? A bath? Are you seriously having a bath at this time when you know everyone has to get ready for work?
Yes. Every morning I have to bathe myself in hot water. It wakes me up for the day. A fresh start.
Every morning.
Yes. And if you had 2 bathrooms in this place, then that wouldn't be an issue and we'd both be able to get ready. I don't like the fact I have to worry about how long I'm spending washing. Worrying about the fact someone else might have to use the bathroom. Plus, the bathtub here is way smaller than the one we had in my old house, so it takes me even longer to wash my whole body. I've got an idea. One day this week, why don't me and you go and have a look around some stores? I think this whole house needs an interior makeover.
Well, it's only usually the two of us, so we don't need 2 bathrooms. Plus, we're both shower people, so our bath never gets used enough to change it.
Yeah, well, now there's 4 of us living here, so we can't live by that logic anymore. It isn't feasible. Me and Romeo live here too.
You don't live here, Mia. You're just staying here temporarily. It will do for now.
But who knows how long that'll be. It was only yesterday that Brad told me that I could be here until I'm ready to move out. And of course, that won't be anytime soon. My brother is so kind. He's such a nice boy. You got lucky getting such a good husband like him. So you need to start being nicer to me as your in-law.
Yeah, but Mia, seriously, can you let me use the bathroom now? I've got to be in work soon. Once I've left, take all the time you need to do what you want.
Stop trying to hurry me up. I've got my morning routine that I need to follow too.
Mia, I have to go to work. It's important.
Are you using the fact you have a job against me? Making me look bad and unemployed? Making me look like I purposely used the bathroom knowing you go to work at this time? I should have known your intentions when you looked down on me yesterday for the fact I've gotten a divorce. Sorry for not being as good as you, Julie.
Mia, it's not that. I'm just really behind schedule. In fact, I've got to leave now or I'm going to be late. We'll just talk about this later on.
I didn't like her the first time I met her anyway, but of course my gut was right. Something was off about her. She's so stuck up. Thinks she's better than everyone else. I need to set the record straight around here.
Hello? Brad? What's up?
What have you said to Mia? She rung me earlier upset.
Upset? What? What have I done now?
She called me crying, saying that you yelled at her this morning because she was having a bath and you needed to use the bathroom.
Yelled? What? I wasn't even angry. I never yelled. Did she really say that?
Yes, she said that you told her to have her morning bath after you were done getting ready for work. How long was she even in there? That doesn't warrant you yelling at her, Julie.
Brad, I waited almost 45 minutes for her to come out of the bathroom. If you include the time I spent talking to her afterwards, it was around an hour. I don't know what you expected me to do. Wait for her to finish her bath and be late for my job?
No, of course not. Just from now on, you know to wash the night before. There's no need to wash your hair in the morning if you've already done it the night before, right?
What? Are you being serious? Why should I have to change the way I do things in my own house just to fit around her?
If I was to go to somebody's house who was older than me, then I just adjust the way that I live to fit them. Mia is my only family I have left, and she's older than us, so we should let her wash and get her things done first. Are you not even capable of doing that?
Stop yelling. I don't want to have to raise my voice to you while I'm in work. We'll just talk about this later when I get back home.
Okay, we'll sort this.
Julie, what's up? Have you got a lot going on at home? You look more exhausted than usual today. Thanks for checking in on me, Jane. Yeah, I've just got some stuff going on at home. I guess it's taken its toll on me faster than I thought. What is it? You can tell me. Let me guess. Problems with the in-laws? Oh, how did you know? Well, as somebody who's been married for 12 years also, I can tell. It's obvious. But from what I remember, you guys haven't been married all that long. You're both still in the honeymoon phase. It's enjoyable. Why are you worrying so much? It's just, my husband tends to just go along with everything his sister tells him to do. Obviously, as he has no parents, I didn't expect to have to deal with problems of a mother-in-law, but these days his sister is reminding me more and more of one. Oh, really? Wow, what's been going on? His sister Mia recently got a divorce, so he decided to let her stay in her house for a while, while she's getting back on her feet. So of course I agreed. However, she's constantly complaining, picking at things around the house, telling me to redo my bathroom, that she's uncomfortable there's only one bathroom, complaining about the way I cook and the way my mom cooks. She's so negative, it's driving me insane. I can't cope with it any longer. Do you think she's doing it on purpose? Why would someone go out of their way to be like that? Sounds like hell. I can't lie, Julie. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. If people were to just listen, they'd assume that she was the owner of the house, not us. I'm getting annoyed just listening to what she's like. Well done for putting up with her until now, I guess. How about this? I'll buy you some coffee. Let it relax you a little bit. I bet you're already getting more than enough stress from this job, let alone then going home to more stress. Thank you, Jane. It's nice to know I'm not going insane.
Julie, what are you doing? Are you on your way home?
Yes, Mia, I'm pretty much almost home. Why?
It's just I have something I want to ask you. Do you know where my old house is? You couldn't stop by there on the way back home, could you? I've ordered my parcel there by mistake. It's a habit, I guess. Forgot to check the address. It's summer clothes for Romeo to wear, and he needs them ASAP. So make sure you go and get them before you come home, okay? I'll let you know the passcode for the parcel box.
What? Why can't you go yourself?
What if I bump into people from around that neighborhood? They're bound to ask me what happened. I can't bear to explain it to them. The fact we got a divorce? It's embarrassing. But no one around there knows who you are, so it'll be a quick job. Just go get the package and leave. What? Don't you want to? Okay, don't worry. I'll just ask Brad to go get it for me on his way home instead.
No, it's okay. I'll go and get it.
Good. I thought it would have been pretty selfish of you if you agreed to let Brad do it. After all, he will be tired after working all day.
I'm tired too. I work all day too. Ugh.
Oh, Julie, how come you're outside my house? Did you come here for anything in particular?
Joe. You must be getting home from work this time. Of course. I've just come here to collect a package that Mia ordered to yours by mistake.
Huh? Has Mia moved in with you guys?
Yes, it's been a couple weeks now since she moved in.
Well, I didn't expect that to change anytime soon. She'll be there a couple of years if she can. I can't believe she even thought to move in with you guys when you've only just gotten married. What, a year ago? You'd think she'd have a bit more respect for her brother. But then again, if she had respect for anyone other than herself, she would have never got involved with that silly crypto.
Yeah, I heard about that actually. Brad mentioned something about you now being in a lot of debt because of it?
Yep, not only that, she's also borrowed money off Brad too. That's why it's embarrassing to think that she's now living off you guys too.
What do you mean she lent money off Brad?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that you knew about that. She lent like $20,000 from Brad to invest in her crypto at one point. I didn't know where he got that kind of money from in order to lend it to her, so I thought it could have possibly come from you.
Well, it's the first I've heard of this today. I don't get why my husband didn't tell me about that.
I don't know either. All I know is that's what she told me, and now I'm up to my eyes in debt. It's all because I never stopped her buying those silly luxury handbags. I'm still paying off all the money that she spent on them. Ugh.
I don't really know what to say, to be honest, Joe. After hearing that she's also lent money from Brad, I'm pretty angry myself. I feel like not only has my husband kept secrets from me, but Mia is treating us like dirt. Do you think she'll help pay off the debt?
She hasn't even paid her friends back the money that they lent her, and instead cut them off. So do you think she'll ever pay me, her ex-husband, back for anything? I am constantly on edge. When I get calls from random numbers, my heart drops a little. I'm worried she'll end up at the police station at some point if she carries on like this.
Yeah, it's way more serious than I thought it was. Brad hasn't told me about this at all, so I had no idea. All I thought was you were in debt because of your house loan. Not from all the extra things, too.
I know you and Brad are only recently married, and I'm not telling you to do anything. But if you think at any point this marriage isn't right, then please end it when you can. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like me. The only reason I'm putting up with all of this is for the sake of Romeo.
Mia, I'm home with your package. Oh my gosh. What's happened in here?
It's snowing! Look, it's snowing paper! It's snowing outside!
Romeo, did you do all of this?
Yes, Mom said I could do what I want and she would clean it up later.
Oh, okay. But the more you keep throwing torn paper around, the harder it is for your mom to clean up. You know that. She even let him bring all his toys here, too.
Oh, Julie, did you go get the package?
Yeah, I put it over there. Also, Mia, I get Romeo wants to play and all, but don't you think you should be monitoring him a bit more? It's a huge mess here. I don't enjoy coming home from work to this.
Oh, please, all kids will do that. Brad did the same when he was younger. It's just boys for you. Plus, it won't take me long to clean this up. Stop stressing about things as soon as you get home.
But it's...
Hey guys, I'm home.
Brad, how was your day? How come you look even more tired than you did this morning? Probably because Julie didn't make you any breakfast to start off your day.
Well, I did feel more energized the day that you made me breakfast.
Julie, I get that you also go to work and you're busy, but you can't let your husband go to work on an empty stomach like that. Even if it's something simple, you should make it for him.
Huh? But Brad's always told me he doesn't really eat breakfast.
What? Did you really say that, Brad?
Well, that's only because I felt bad asking her to make me things every morning.
And why would you do that? You need to be able to depend on your wife to do those kinds of things for you. Even though Joe hated me so much, I still went out of my way to make him breakfast every morning. Julie, you've been living a pretty easy married life so far, it seems.
Huh, I have?
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything at first, well, because I didn't want to be the evil in-law. But you're really not taking care of Brad at all.
I want to hear this from Brad himself. Honey, out of this whole time we've been together, has there been a time when I didn't give you what you wanted? Are you really upset because I haven't been making you breakfast? But you haven't mentioned anything to me about that. Not once.
Well, I said no at first because I felt bad, and then it went on for so long I just felt awkward bringing it up. Anyway, there's no point of bringing this all up now. I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Let's get to making it right away.
Yeah, let's eat. Julie, you need to clear up the mess in here first.
What? But, Mia, you were the one who let him create all this mess. You should be the one helping to clean it up.
I've been playing with Romeo all day. I don't have the energy to help you clean it up. Can't you just do me a favor just this once? Plus, it would be hard, all of us cleaning up when the house is so small. We'll get in each other's way.
Mia, I've also been working since this morning too. Not only that, I went all the way to your old house to collect your package for you on my way home.
I knew you'd use that against me at some point, but didn't think it would be so soon.
Honey, I'm sure it's not that much of a hassle to clean up around here. Why are you being so rude to Mia?
What? Are you seriously on her side over mine again? Perfect. Well then, since you two get on so well, you can both work together to tidy this mess up. Perfect teamwork. I can't put up with this any longer. I'm done.
Julie? Julie! Where are you going at this time of night? Honey! Julie, what are you doing?
Let go of me.
Why are you being like this? Stop being so childish.
Why am I being like this? Isn't there something you should be telling me first?
Like what?
While I was getting your sister's package today, I bumped into Joe. Joe told me that you lent your sister $20,000 to invest in her crypto stuff. Is that true? Where did you get that kind of money from?
I took out a bank loan.
A bank loan? I thought we talked about this before we got married. About not taking out any more loans. Stopping you getting yourself into any more debt. Did we not? So was everything you said to me a lie?
It wasn't a lie. I was struggling and I had no money at the time, so I had no choice. But this time it wasn't for me. It was to help Mia. I had no choice but to do it. It's not like I wanted to go against my word or what I said before.
I can't believe you. How could you go behind your own wife's back and get such a big bank loan without getting an agreement from me first? You should have told her no at the time. What if she asked you to lend more money? What are you going to do? She's not even able to pay others back money she's lent from them because she physically can't. Yet she's happy to spend money on ordering Romeo new clothes every season? Do you realize how much money you need to earn in order to pay off that kind of loan? Didn't you have to get help from my parents the last time because the interest on our loan got too much and you couldn't afford to pay it?
Oh, just stop it. If you're just going to say the same thing as Joey says to Mia, then just don't bother. I don't want to listen to it.
Isn't this what you expected? How did you expect me to react then? I think I need some time to myself for a bit to think things through. I'm going to spend the rest of this week at my parents' house. You're really making me regret this marriage. I feel like I've just made a massive mistake. Julie, until when are you planning on staying here? It's already been 2 weeks. Have you not heard anything from Brad? I don't know. He keeps calling me, but I don't even want to answer him at this point. He's not the person I fell in love with before. Now his sister's around, all he does is let her boss everyone around and is always on her side. How is that even fair? I guess it's just because she's the only family he has, Julie. Even during the wedding, you could tell how close they were. Yes, and I get that. But even so, it's way too much for anyone to deal with. Especially when it's her in the wrong. I've had to put up with her complaining, bossing me around, and forcing me to do extra things around the house. It feels more like I'm living with the mother-in-law. It's stressing me out so much I can't have a good night's sleep. I'm up all night worrying. Look, I'm even losing hair over it. Can you see my bald spot? I constantly feel like I can hear her complaining inside my head 24/7. I can't catch a break from it. It gives me goosebumps. Not only that, the fact there's now problems with money, I've really made a huge mistake.
What do you mean, problems with money?
Oh, did I not tell you? Brad took out a bank loan just so that he could lend it to his sister because she asked him. I just want to go back in time and make sure this marriage never happened. I didn't know he'd be such an irresponsible person.
Oh, no. Is it really that bad? I didn't realize it was getting to that point. You know what? I'll talk to Brad myself about this situation. It's gotten way out of hand. He should be making my only daughter happy, not causing these problems. I don't know what I'm going to say to him exactly, but I'll make sure to negotiate something.
Mom, I've even tried with no luck. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. Anything I can. Even if it means he has to get his sister out of your house. If he won't agree with it, then I guess I'll just have to make you all move out of the house, since I paid for it. We only gave it to you both as a gift, to make sure you both had a happy marriage. I didn't want it to be used like this, especially when I funded it with my own money. Not to mention the money I paid him to clear his debt. Why is he going out of his way to lend his sister money when he can't even afford to pay us back what we spent on his debt? He's never once offered to pay us anything back, but I let it slide because I thought as long as you're happy and he makes you happy, then it's money worth investing for your future.
Joanne, sorry it took me so long.
Oh, are you finally here? Take a seat. But why have you brought your sister?
Oh, hi, Joanne. It's been a while since we saw each other, hasn't it?
Mia, what are you doing here? Why did you need to come to my parents' house?
Since you moved out of the house, there's been an overload on the laundry, so I thought to bring it over to you. Well, since Brad was coming here anyway.
Is there really no one else that knows how to use a laundry machine and dryer in that house?
Julie, are you really acting all brave now you're with your mom?
Mia, stop it. Brad isn't a kid anymore. He's a grown adult and is capable of doing his own laundry. Plus, I think the only two people that need to be here right now to talk is Brad and Julie. They've got something important to sort out. I didn't want to get involved in my daughter's relationship affairs myself, but I couldn't just sit by and not do anything after what she told me. By the sounds of it, my daughter has been having a pretty hard time living with you these past few months.
Joanne, why are you getting involved? You don't want to be known to Brad as the evil mother-in-law now, do you? If you let your daughter marry into another family, then you should keep your nose out of it. It was your choice to send her into her family. I'm sure you've got plenty of better things to do.
I don't want to talk to you at the moment. And if you have something to say, we can talk about it later over dinner. Anyway, Brad, answer me properly. What are you going to do about these problems going forward?
I don't really have any plans to do anything, to be honest with you, Joanne. I promised my sister that she can live with us until she's able to find a place of her own. She'll only be with us until that time.
Well, you both will have to come live in my house going forward.
Huh? What? Don't be so ridiculous.
Are you taken aback? Because suddenly you have to go and live with someone you don't feel comfortable to live with?
I guess.
Well, it's the same for Julie. It doesn't matter how good of a relationship you have with your in-laws. It's hard to live with them sometimes. Going from strangers to suddenly having to live with them, it would take anyone as a shock. All the chores you should be doing together get pushed over onto my daughter to do by herself. We didn't give you our permission to marry Julie for you to just treat her like this.
Yes, and I understand that. But you know how much my sister Mia means to me, She's the only family I have left. I have to look out for my family. I don't think it's a feeling you nor Julie will ever come close to understanding.
But do you think it's right to put your sister before your wife, the woman you married? Don't you see how much stress Julie is going through because of Mia? Or are you just choosing to ignore it?
No. Truthfully, I didn't realize Julie was going through that much of a hard time.
Okay, well now you know that. Are you having second thoughts about changing things so that Julie feels more comfortable living at home again? If so, then you can talk to her yourself.
Of course, I'll talk to Julie and also Mia about the situation. But it's not like I can just make Mia move out straight away. She's got nowhere to go. I also struggled telling my sister no to things she asked me to help her with. Well, because of her situation.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then you and Mia can live together forever.
What? Forever?
Julie, let me talk.
No, I've been listening through the door, and I can't just sit there any longer. I think we need to call this marriage off.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I'm tired of it. No matter what, we're always going to keep fighting over things that involve your sister. It doesn't matter how much we talk it through. You're always going to just give in to her and let her get away with things. If you can't let go of your sister, then I have no choice but to let go of you.
Are you seriously gonna make my brother into a divorcee? Just because you can't control your feelings?
Are you not realizing, Mia? This is mainly all because of you. This is all your fault. It's your fault that Brad will become a divorcee.
Who do you think you are blaming me for that? You aren't anything special yourself.
Mia, quit with the personal attacks. And if you dare put a finger upon my daughter, then I don't know what I'll do. Brad, get your sister out of my sight immediately. And you, Mia, don't ever appear anywhere near my daughter ever again. And the both of you can pack up your stuff and get out of Julie's house as of today.
Huh? But we both live there. It's our home. Why is it only Julie's house?
Exactly. When you're married, you share things. So technically, it's a joint property.
I guess Brad never told you, but our house is actually my mom and dad's. They own it. They just bought it for us when we got married. Your name is nowhere on the housing contract, Brad. Plus, you didn't even buy any of the furniture in the house either. I used all of my savings to buy everything in that house.
I know I never financially invested into the property, but we both still live there together. If we get a divorce, we have to split things equally.
Okay. You keep on thinking that. Who knows? Maybe the law will be on your side after all.
Honey, come on, please. Just see it from my side for once. Think about your nephew Romeo. How can you just make them move out with nowhere to go?
Julie, I think you need to get rid of them both before your father gets here. If he finds out about what's going on, he won't let them get away with it. I finally got rid of them. Come on, we need a glass of wine after that.
Thanks, Mom. It means a lot. And I'm sorry about all of this mess.
What do you have to be sorry about?
I wanted to show you that I could be happily married, but instead you've got the complete opposite.
Oh, no, don't be silly. I'd rather you find out sooner rather than later that he wasn't the one for you. If you both had children together, then it would have been even harder in this kind of situation, so it's better to do it now.
Are you sure divorce is the right decision? I truly did love him for the time we were together. Even though he took advantage of me a lot of the time, there was still so much I wanted to experience with him. I don't understand why everything has ended up this way.
Let it all out, Julie. Cry as much as you need to, if it's what you need. If you think it's the best decision, then you need to be brave and just accept it. I think Brad and his sister saw you as an easy target, and that's why they were treating you like such a pushover. If he tries to sue us, we'll find everything we need to prove that the house is mine. You need to make him realize how often you looked past his bad behaviors. I'll look into getting us the best lawyer, so don't worry about that. Just focus on composing yourself and cry if you need to. Got it?
Okay, Mom. I appreciate it.
What are you doing? Why have you taken all your stuff from the house? Were you really serious about the divorce?
Yes, I was. I don't think I can live like this anymore.
Julie, come on. Let's meet up and talk about this.
No, I don't want to meet up with you.
Okay, if that's even too much of a hassle for you, then let's get a divorce. But I won't settle for less than half of the house. Oh, and also the car that we both share.
Half of the house? Are you crazy? You didn't pay one single dime into this house. And the car? It's mine. I bought it with my own money.
It doesn't matter if I paid any money into it. I lived and breathed in this house too, so it's just as much mine as it is yours. And I also used the car now and then too.
You have to be joking me, right? Or are you really being that stupid?
Are you trying to be sarcastic? Okay, if you're gonna be funny about this, then I guess I'll have to speak to my lawyer.
Okay, go ahead, speak to them. Try and sue me. You won't get far. I'd like to see how far you get trying to get half of the house and a car your name isn't even written on.
I'm sorry, but it doesn't seem like it'll be that easy to claim the 50% ownership of your wife's property. That's because they were acquired by your wife before you both got married. Since that's the case, the property is solely belonging to Julie, as her own unique property. This kind of property is never subjected to division in the case of divorce. Therefore, the house, car, furniture, etc. all belong solely to your wife. So there's no point to try to file a case against her. You're bound to lose. So are you telling me that I won't get anything from this divorce? I won't be left with anything? As of now, yes, that'll be the case. No, that isn't fair and doesn't make any sense. I have another client coming in to see me now, so you can't overstay your booking. So if you could please leave my office. Yes, okay. Steven! Huh? Brad? Why are you here at my work? Oh, I knew you were busy, so I thought the best place to find you would be at your workplace. How's Julie coping? She's blocked all methods of contact with her, and she won't meet up to talk about anything. And don't you know the reason for that? It's all your fault that this has happened. You know that, don't you? No, I don't know that. Is it really that much of a crime, wanting to help my sister out in her time of need? Have I really done something that bad? That's not the point, Brad. The point is you went behind her back to take out that loan, which I only recently found out myself. If you were that concerned about your sister, surely you would take some measures to help her find a way out of the mess she made, instead of encouraging her to do it. That's because she promised me that it would be for the best, and that she'd invested well. Stop it! I don't want to hear your excuses. I have no empathy for it. Julie has already come to her decision. Respect that. I don't have any plans on helping out a guy who treated my daughter like dirt. So please, do yourself a favor and never come to my workplace again. Next time you do, I won't be as kind. Stop being so persistent with Julie. She won't change her mind. Steven, please, don't do this to me. I need your help just this once.
Am I okay to go inside?
Yes, it's this house. Please go on in.
Bradley Jameson, Mia Jameson. I'm here on behalf of Julie Jameson to order an eviction on this property. In the event you refuse to evict, you will face criminal consequences. So I suggest you leave as soon as possible. Thank you.
Wait, what are you doing here?
It's my house. Did you really not think I'd be able to get in? I thought you would have expected this since you're living in a house that's not under your name.
Julie, come on. Even if the outcome of the lawsuit came out in your favor, you can't just barge in here and demand us to leave like this. How could you do this to us? It's cruel.
Hey, come on, sis! You've really gone too far! You've really ruined our lives enough! Why would you then go and try to throw us out onto the streets?
Sis? Who do you think you're calling sis? Do you really think we're sisters? Plus, it's not suddenly. We've both already signed the papers and the divorce is official.
Yeah, but we don't have anywhere else to go right now. And what about Romeo? How could you do that to him? He's only in elementary school. You know how much he likes living here. How can you be so cruel? Isn't there something else we can do? We'll pay you rent or something, please.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pay you monthly rent. Please, Julie. If you ever loved me and saw me as a real human being, you'll understand. Please, Julie.
Are you sure? Because I will be giving the same rental rates as other properties around this area. So the deposit will be around $10,000, and then rent will be like $1,100 a month. Is that okay?
Don't you think that's a bit too much? You know that we don't have a spare $10,000 lying around for a deposit, Julie.
Oh, really? Okay, then I guess you'll both have to leave. Brad, today is your last chance while I'm being nice. You need to leave.
Please, no. I apologize for everything I did. For all the times I was too much to live with. Please, I'll get on my knees and beg you, please. I guess I was just jealous, you know? We come from different backgrounds and I was jealous of yours. I honestly didn't realize I caused you this much stress. I promise I didn't. You've always been so good to me and Romeo. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me, why I was being the way I was. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, please.
It's funny how only now I get an apology out of you. It's taken this much time to do so. Don't you see how that looks even worse?
I know, but Julie, I genuinely am so sorry. I made a big mistake. I've ruined it for Brad too. I promise nothing like this will ever happen ever again. I will do everything you want me to do. Don't you remember the time before I got married? I used to make you and Brad dinner all the time. Do you remember that? This isn't me. I don't know why I've been behaving in such a way. Oh, and the time I bought you those nice clothes. Remember? I know deep down you don't want to do this to me and Brad. I know it.
I really wish I could see the good sides in you both, but I just can't anymore. I'll give you one thing, though, as a farewell present. Do you remember this? This expensive TV you bought me and Brad? You can take that with you, since you bragged so much about it when you first gave it to us. If that worsens the wound a little bit.
How dare you be sarcastic in this kind of situation? Are you crazy? Why would I want a TV when we have no place to go? Do you think you're funny? Okay, whatever. Let's see how well you do for yourself then.
Mia, what are you doing? We're supposed to be getting her to forgive us, not annoy her even more. Julie, I'm sorry about my sister. You can clearly see that she was always the problem, not me. If you want to get rid of her, then go ahead. But please, don't get rid of me. We love each other, don't we? That's why we got married, because we love each other. Right? That can't be gone yet.
Huh? Brad, what are you doing? Are you throwing me under the bus?
Yes, Mia, you've ruined my life. I was living happily with my wife, but now I'm practically homeless and have huge debts on my credit card. And it's all your fault. If only you weren't around to bother me.
I couldn't believe the reaction I received from Brad and Mia when I tried to evict them. I mean, I expected some fake tears to some extent, but never expected to be met with rage. But after reaching my wits' end with everything, I decided to evict them, regardless of them making me feel bad about them having nowhere to go. The eviction order was then enforced, which forced Brad and his sibling to leave my house. I can't believe these people were once people I called my family. My ex-husband, who I once saw as so amazing and handsome, suddenly started to become more and more unattractive to me. The only thing that made me feel a little guilty was Romeo. But my guilt soon disappeared when I heard the news that Joe, his father, had won custody over him and he was now living there. I was worried the eviction would have had an effect on Romeo since he's still so young, but in the long term it was a great result. Joe finally gets to spend time with his son. I still received unknown calls from someone who I assumed was my ex-husband now and then, but I managed to get a restraining order in place, and now I'm able to live comfortably with no harassment from him any longer. As for me, I don't think I'll ever want to get married to anyone ever again. Since I had such a bad experience the first time, I just don't see marriage as something I want to put myself through ever again. Thanks to you all for listening to my story about my honeymoon period from hell. Hope you all stay happy and healthy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Click the notification bell and subscribe to see more content.